And then we freeze when it's time to actually take the action because we have to do things. We have to put the work in. But before we do all of this work, we sit there and remind ourselves of all the negatives that might happen. What if this doesn't happen? What if I spend this money and it doesn't return? What if I don't learn the program? What if I'm bad at taking photos? What if I break the camera? What if somebody steals the computer? What if I don't get the job? What if I put in all this time to acquire the resources and it just doesn't work for whatever reason? I decide I don't like it. Those are all excuses to not do the work, because once you decide you want to be that thing and you start doing stuff, you'll start obtaining more. So even if you get into this position and you decide this position isn't what I wanted, you now have more of an idea. You have something from doing that. You now have insight. You have intel. You have an opinion. Before, you just had ideas and limitations that you were imposing. But after you start doing it, you were like, okay, I surpassed that limit. I beat my own expectation that time. So now I have some confidence. I have some knowledge. I have some experience. And I can take that and do something else with it and be something else, which means I'm going to do something else. But before you get to the point of deciding that you want to be, you're just sitting on your hands, essentially, because you're not doing the work. What is the work that you're doing if you didn't decide what you were going to be? And so a lot of the time, the work has risk that's associated with it, whether it's financial, whether it's relational, whether it's your time. But if you never do the work, you will never have the thing. You cannot obtain the title. You cannot obtain the success. You cannot obtain the platform, the wealth, without doing the work,